This is Kugan Cassius for IFLTV. We're at the Target Sports Star Fishing annual ceremony. Great days these are, aren't they? Been going for quite some time now, Barry.
It's a day that's in the diary every year for 12 months. It's a little bit of Groundhog Day, you know. See a lot of the same faces, which shows you that everyone enjoys themselves and they want to come back. And Jess Harding does a brilliant job organising it. It's a 12-month promotion. I mean, thank goodness he's got other things to do as well, but it's a special day. I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Who's more busier out of you and Jess Harding in life at the moment? Because he seems to be everywhere as well.
I think Jess is obviously working much harder than me, but then I think I've earned my brownie points to have a couple of days off fishing, and you know, the frustration for me that apparently the peg position is going to be decided on who rides a bucking bronco longer.
And you put yourself up for it first?
No, I'm not. I mean, I hate to think that I'd have to be relied on, because the peg positions and the choice of those is so important in this Tunnel Barnes fishery. You know, if you get first or second choice, it gives you a massive advantage in terms of, as any match angler would understand.
What do you reckon Bellew will be like on that? I think he might be all right, Bellew, on that.
He's got a bad Achilles, hasn't he?
Oh,
from
no, he's fucked. My language,
he's gone.
yeah.
I don't think he's going to be serious. I don't think we can tempt him into. You never know with Tony. You know, he's a game old boy. He's a good scouser. Absolutely.
Well, obviously we've got to just touch on a couple of things involved in your number one sport still, boxing. No, you've got the darts there, but boxing.
I think the darts is number one for me.
Yeah.
Boxing's clearly number one for Eddie. I like businesses that you grow, that reach out and change people's lives. Boxing falls in that category, but darts is on a huge upside roll, and it's global.
A reaction to Luke Littler? Saw James Wade here somewhere, but
yeah, well, James played super well, but this Luke Littler, he's got another gear, and I don't know where he finds that gear, but he was sensational. The kid is a phenomenon. It's interesting because, you know, he's 18 years old. He's earning millions upon millions of pounds. He's clearly head and shoulders the best player in the world. But there's always that question mark about how sustainable will he be? You know, does money change you? Does it soften you? You know, I don't think it softened me. But then I wasn't an athlete, I was a businessman. But I think with Luke Littler, it's the decision's in his hands. He could be there for 20, 30 years.
dominating.
And dominate.
Yeah.
But then again, life doesn't necessarily follow those smooth paths.
Right, coming back to your second love, I'm assuming, boxing. What did you make of DUBOIS' loss to USYK? You obviously watched it, Barry.
Of course, yeah. I mean, I thought USYK was a massive favourite. I'm a big USYK fan, and listen, DUBOIS earned his right to be there. He demolished Joshua, which is a hell of a performance. You can't take that away from him. And he deserved the opportunity to fight what is clearly, by head and shoulders, the greatest heavyweight that I've ever seen. This guy's got everything, technically brilliant. He actually punches a little bit harder than I thought he does as well, you know. And he's a lovely man. You know, he's got a lot going for him. His only problem is going to be running out of opponents because he's so clever, you know. And from an art form, which I know is not the general public, they like to see knockouts and, you know, stuff like that. But he's a massive, massive star, and I think unbeatable by anyone who's around at the moment.
Barry, a lot of people have had their opinion regarding Daniel Dubois, questioning him, whether he could have got up, etc. It's difficult for people that haven't entered the ring to answer that, but what was your take on it?
I think I've never entered the ring to answer that. Yeah, I saw what I saw. Could he have done? Maybe. The bigger question is, what would have happened if he had? That's not a pretty outcome. I think he did exactly the right thing. Whether he knew he was doing it or whether he wasn't, to me it's irrelevant. The fight was over. He'd got beat. There was nothing to gain by any continuation of that fight. And anyone who criticises Daniel Dubois, I doubt if they've ever been even remotely close to that type of situation in their life. So they're not qualified to have an opinion.
Absolutely, I agree with that. Bit of a funny one here, but there is talk generating of Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul, which we believes does have some substance. But I know it's money, I know it's numbers, I know it's the changing game, but your opinion about that, because I'm not saying your opinion is the same as what Eddie's would be or Joshua's be, but
I don't really have an opinion. I listen to the market. If the market says they want a product, you bring out that product. If the market says that we love darts, I do lots of darts events. If the market says they want to see Anthony Joshua against a YouTuber or whatever you want to call him, an influencer, the market has spoken. And anyone in business that doesn't listen to the market don't stay in business very long.
From a boxing side, though,
I'm not qualified to give you a boxing answer because I'm not a boxer. I'll tell you what, though, for the type of money that I think would be involved, you and I might become boxers.
what's bigger, Fury AJ or Jake Paul and AJ?
Probably the latter. But I'm not saying it should be, I'm just saying it's the world we live in and everyone has the ability to ignore reality, but it never seems to really make sense in the end of the day. You have to listen to what people want. We're not governing our own destiny here. We listen to broadcasters, to fans, to sponsors, and we have to go where we have to go. And if that doesn't appeal to what I call the traditionalists within boxing, of which at a maximum it's 5% of your audience, the day you run a business based on 5% opinion, you'll be out of business very quickly.
Last one. Boxing has become a changing game over the last 12 to 18 months, and the most notable thing from a British boxing perspective is to see the two lead promoters in the country working together now under the same network and DAZN.
Marvellous.
Great, it is, isn't it?
Doesn't affect me in the slightest. Eddie gets on fine with Frank. He gets on fine with George. I've only met Frank once in the last, I don't know, 15 years. Maybe twice. And he seems to like Eddie. They're doing good business and they're making sense. I couldn't be more... Listen, you're talking to the man who's super chilled, mate. I couldn't give a monkey. Go out there, make your money, enjoy your life. End of story.
Absolutely. Do you think we could actually get Jess for a quick word? Do you think he'd come over? Yeah. Jess! 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 Got a quick minute? Come on. Because you're standing there, you can't say no.
No, he's exactly right. Calculated, Billy.
Who's calculated, Billy? Not me.
No.
Just wanted a word from you.
Because I'm standing here, you've got to come over, he said.
Just to touch on, he said it's like Groundhog Day because a lot of the same faces, but it's the first date in the diary, he says.
First day in the diary, yeah. We love this event. Been putting it on 13 years now. We've done it 16 years. We used to do it around Barry's house, but only me and him have won the event, so I thought I'd better level it up and bring it somewhere else. So, yeah, it's fantastic.
The good news is that Tony Bellew looks really well. he's bang up for that. The ride on the cow. He looks bad, but
hobbling along there.
He's a proper game old soldier, though, isn't he? Marvellous. What a day.
But big names again here, like you do every year.
Yeah, big names. Very great for everyone turning up. I mean, everyone comes up here for nothing. It's all for charity, and just very grateful, really. Sometimes you wonder why they all come up, but they must enjoy it. They must love their fishing.
The reason they come up is because this man spends 12 months of his year planning this day. He never gets the gratitude
That's not
that they
quite
should
true,
do.
but we spend a lot of time, a lot of effort
It's
putting
true,
on.
trust me.
Right.
Has everyone signed up to go on the
Not yet,
Brocken?
I'm just working on
Waiting for
one
you,
now.
Cougar. Waiting for you.
I'm not involved this year. I'm not involved this year, but
I've got to go.
you go.
I've just seen someone.
You go and crack on. But we'll look forward to obviously a great day tomorrow.
Yeah, looking forward to a great day. We never know who's going to win. I think last year Ellis Genge won the tournament. Never fished in his life before and then won the tournament. He's not here this year because he's playing for the Lions, so I'll let him off this year. But hopefully we'll see him back next year.
Absolutely. Well, Jess, appreciate your time and we'll catch up with you again.
See you soon.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.